Welcome back to English for All Reasons Good. Today I've brought worksheet 4 for you and we'll be doing extracts, facts and opinion questions and grammar in this worksheet. Let's get started with first extract. This extract I've taken from the chapter The 100 Dresses. So let's revise this. Wanda didn't have any friends. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that didn't hang right. It was clean, but it looked as though it had never been ironed properly. She didn't have any friends, but a lot of girls talked to her. Sometimes they surrounded her in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground. So now your questions are, I'm only going to read the questions. You can read the options and you can decide for your answers. And then obviously in the end, we'll be doing the answers. So where was Wanda's home? Second question. Even though the girls were not friends with Wanda, they talked to her because. So pick your answer. Third one. The girls sometimes surrounded Wanda in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground because. So again, pick your answer. Fourth one is choose the option that correctly illustrates girls playing hopscotch. So girls, I think you know what is hopscotch. Fifth one, pick the option that correctly classifies facts and opinions from the statements that are given below. So you read them, decide your answers, and then we'll be doing it together. Now I move on to the second extract. You can pause here and read the statements. This is the second extract from Madam Rides the Bus. And where have you been? Said her aunt when Wally came in. She spoke very casually, not expecting a reply. So Wally just smiled, and her mother and aunt went on with the conversation. Your questions are number one, where had Wally gone? Then why did Wally smile? Third one is, what does not expecting a reply mean in the above extract? Fourth question, so you have to choose the option that lists the set of statements that are not true according to the given extract. Next one, pick the option that correctly classifies facts and opinions given below. So again, read the statements and decide for your answer. Pause here, take your time and then decide. Now next is grammar. So I'm reading the statements and I'm reading them quickly. So the patient dashed before the doctor came. The police dash arrested the smuggler. The woman had dash cup and dash saucer in her hand. She did not solve dash questions. We have dashed the Red Fort. We dashed the Red Fort last month. A visit to the various monasteries dash an insight into Buddhism. I have lost appetite, so I do not eat dash at dinner. Samira is dash of the Four Sisters, and the last one is RMF played dash than Real Madrid yesterday. Now I move on to the answers. So I hope that you have marked your answers, and now let's solve the worksheet together. So the first extract. I'm not reading the extract again. Let's straight away jump to the questions. First one, where was Wanda's home? So very easy. It was not Alpine Heights, not Maple, not Duncan Heights, but it was Boggins Heights. So let me take the marker and we will side by side mark the answer. So Boggins Heights. Next one. Even though the girls they were not friends with Wanda, they talked to her because she was poor, or she had a funny name, or she talked about her 100 dresses, or all the above. Now you may feel that all the above is the answer, but actually it is not. Now the girls they did not talk to her because she was poor or she had a funny name. They made fun of her because of these two things, but they talked to her because she talked about her 100 dresses. So this is the correct answer. Now next one. The girl sometimes surrounded Wanda in the schoolyard as she stood watching the little girls play hopscotch on the worn hard ground because she was or she caused distraction. No, Wanda was not causing any kind of distraction. Then she passed abusive comments, not at all. To ask her to play with them. Again, not at all. To ask about her 100 dresses. So this is the answer. Because they talked to her, so she talked about her 100 dresses and then they made fun of her. Now choose the option that correctly illustrates girls playing hopscotch. Well, out of all these, this is hopping, but hopscotch is the B one. So this is your answer. Now next one. Facts and opinion questions. So let's read the statements first. Now Wanda should have told someone in the school about the behavior of Peggy and Maddie. So we have should here. So an advice or a suggestion. So it is an opinion. So she should have done something like this. Now next is poor girl. She had no friends. This is a fact. She did not have any friends there in that school. The next one. It is not always easy to adjust in a new school or place. Wanda should have tried to be friendly with other students. So again, this is a advice, this is a suggestion, it is an opinion. And last one, it's a pity to wear the same faded dress to school every day. So she was wearing that same faded dress every day to school, so it is a fact. So now we can pick our answer. In our answer, we should have 1 and 3 as opinion and 2 and 4 as fact. So let's see 2 and 4 as fact. So not here in B1 also. 2 and 4, but 3 is also fact here, so this is also not our answer. So we have 2 and 4 as facts and 1 and 3 as opinion. So D is our answer. So this is the correct option. Now we move on to the second extract from Madam Rides the Bus. The first question, where had Wali gone? To the market? No. Bus ride to the town? This is the answer. But first we will read the other options. To play? No. To the town with one of her friends? No. So second, this is our answer. Now next one, why did Wali smile? So because she was happy to see her mother busy with her aunt, or she smiled at her feet, or both A and B, or none of the above. Now she was happy to see her mother busy with her aunt. Is this the answer, or she smiled at her feet? Let's read the extract. Now, and where have you been? Said her aunt when Wali came in. She spoke very casually, not expecting a reply, so Wali just smiled. Now Wali just smiled and her mother and aunt, they continued talking. So Wali, her actually, as she came in, she just smiled because mother and aunt, they did not come to know from where she had come, and she smiled that she had done something courageous. So this is the answer. Now, what does not expecting a reply mean in the above extract? So, does it mean knew that Wali would give a rude answer, or was bored, the aunt was bored or wanted to leave? So, out of these three, nothing is the answer. Fourth one says didn't want their conversation to be interrupted. So, of course, this is the answer. Mother and aunt, they did not want the conversation to be interrupted. Now, next one. Choose the option that lists the set of statements that are not true. So let's read the statements one by one and then decide. Now, Wali was 8 years old. This is correct. Let's put a tick mark here. Wali was a notorious girl. Now, nothing actually shows that she was notorious. Then Wali's aunt was a chatterbox. This is correct. Wali's mother was worried about her. Not at all. Next is Wali's mother and aunt. They were talking about her whereabouts. No, they were not. They were busy in their own talk, own gossip. Wali didn't share her secret with anyone. Yes, this is correct. She did not share. Now, when questions like this are asked, so you can put ticks and crosses like this so that when you see the options, it's easy for you. Now, before checking on the options, go to the question and again see whether you have to pick up the correct ones or the wrong ones, because this is the mistake that students often do. So underline not true. That means we have to pick up the one with crosses. So they are second, fourth, and fifth. So find out second, fourth, and fifth. So second, fourth, and fifth. This third option is our answer. So here we have our answer. Easy, isn't it? Now let's move on to the last one, that is facts and opinion. So again, let's read the statements and then decide. Now, first one, I think Wali's mother was a carefree mother. Now, when this word think, this comes, so you have to really think here carefully. Because if you have watched my previous video on facts and opinion, how to decide, so there I have told you that sometimes facts are written as opinions and opinions are written as facts. So before deciding, let's read the other statements, then we'll come back to this one. Now, yeah, she didn't even come to know that Wally had returned after a ride in the bus to town. So, this is a fact. Mother did not come to know anything about this. Next one. You know, I feel everyone in the bus even was astonished to see an 8-year-old girl traveling alone. So, if you read the chapter carefully, so there were people in the bus who were astonished to see a young girl of 8 years old traveling alone. So this is again a fact. Even though it's written I feel, but people they were astonished. The elderly man and the woman who pointed out. So it is a fact. Now next one. Whatever. She was a bold and courageous girl. Yes, of course. This is again a fact. She was bold and she was courageous. So we have three facts. So do you think that this is an opinion now? So we can check the answers now. Let's see if we have any option which says 2, 3 and 4. They are the facts and 1 is opinion. Then of course we'll have to think again. So 1, 2 fact, no. So according to what we have done, 2, 3 and 4 they are facts. So let's see fact 1, 2, 3. No. Now all are facts and all are opinions. We don't have any other option. So that means we are sure here that 2, 3 and 4 they are facts. So that means all are facts. This is the answer. So first one is also a fact. So we know that mother was a carefree mother, and just because the word think is here, so do not get confused. Sometimes facts they can be written as opinions and opinions they can be written as facts. So this is one way when you've decided and you are sure that these 2 or these 3, as in this case they are facts, so look at the options and decide your answer. Now we move on to the grammar answers. The first one, the patient dash before the doctor came. Now let's see the options. Have died, was dead, had died, is dead. So the answer is had died. Now why answer is had died? Because past perfect tense, it is used for an action that had been completed before another action began in the past. So another action here is the doctor came. So it is also happening in the past. So the thing that happens first, we use past perfect tense for that, and we use simple past for the second action, but both the actions they are in the past. Now number 2, the police dash arrested the smuggler. The police have arrested the smuggler. Now why? This is the reason. So some nouns they appear to be singular in form but they take plural verbs. So you remember this, most of the cases, in most of the cases it will be taking a plural verb. Next, the woman had dash cup and dash saucer in her hand. So the options the and and nothing. Now cup and saucer, they are taken as a single entity. So we will have a here. The woman had a cup and saucer in her hand. So a cup and saucer, they are taken as together. Then she did not solve dash questions, such or less or many or much. So again questions. So we can count them. So many is the answer. She did not solve many questions. So much is used for uncountable. Now we move on. Now here use indefinite article before certain nouns considered as a single unit. Sorry, this is for third part. So indefinite article that are considered as a single unit. Now fifth one. We have dash the red fort. Now here with have, so we have see, so obviously no, saw. We have saw, again no. We have went, no. So we have seen the red fort. And next one is we dash the red fort last month. Now again, if we have seen here, so what is different here? We seen, so we cannot put just seen here. So we actually, here we have last month. So it is something in the past. So we saw the red fort last month. Now what are the rules here? Present perfect and simple past. What is the difference here? So in sentence 5 we use present perfect tense because we do not imply any definite time in the past. So we have seen red fort. Now when? So that is not important here. So we are simply interested that the action it is completed act as we know it now. So it is a completed act. So time is not important. So that is present perfect. We have seen it. When? So that is not important. But in question number 6, we use simple past because a definite point of time in the past is given. So definite point of time in the past is given. Last month is given. So that is why it will become simple past. So here we have some of the time expressions that go with present perfect and some that go with simple past. Let's read them. So present perfect, recently or lately, already, hitherto, since for, so far, up to now, and yet. So when these expressions they are coming in the sentence, we use present perfect. And we use simple past when such expressions are there, like at 4 o'clock. So something that has happened at 4 o'clock or in the morning, yesterday, last Monday, a week ago, or in 1980. So the expressions for the past. Now we move on to the seventh statement. The seventh one says, a visit to various monasteries dash an insight into Buddhism. So here, a visit to various monasteries, the seventh one, the answer provides, provide, has provided, or is providing. So our answer is actually A1. It is provides. Now, a visit to various monasteries. The reason is this. When visit is a verb, there is no to after it. And if visit is a noun, then we do need to after it. Now, for example, if I say, I wish to visit the Taj Mahal. So, I wish to visit, it means I wish to visit the Taj Mahal. Here, in this sentence, I'm using visit as a verb. So, there is no to after it. But if I say, my visit to Kashmir was a success, so I am using to after visit. That means I am using visit as a noun. So let's check the sentence again. A visit to the various monasteries. Visit to again. That means here, visit, it is used as a noun. It is a subject here. So if subject is singular, the verb here has to be singular. So provides is a singular verb. So a visit to various monasteries provides an insight to Buddhism. So don't get confused with the plural here. Now, eighth one. I have lost appetite, so I do not eat dash at dinner. So I do not eat something at dinner, or so I do not eat little at dinner, or I do not eat some at dinner, or I do not eat much at dinner. So when appetite is less, so eating is also less. So I do not eat much at dinner. So again, an uncountable thing. Now we come to next one. Samira is dash of the four sisters. Is she elder of the four sisters? Seems correct. The eldest of the four sisters, the elder of the four sisters, or the oldest of the four sisters. Now, what is your answer? My answer is Samira is the eldest of the four sisters. Now, what is the reason? I'll be explaining just a while. Let's do the last one. RMF played dash than Real Madrid yesterday. So played bad or best or worse or the worst. So RMF played worse than Real Madrid yesterday. follow this rule. Now, when we make comparisons, we use comparative to compare two things and superlative to compare more than two things. So here, Samira is dash of the four sisters. So more than two, we have to use superlative. So the eldest is the superlative. Then here, RMF played dash than Real Madrid. So here we are comparing two things. So when we are comparing two, we have to use comparative. So verse is the comparative degree. So that is why this is the answer. So I hope all the answers are clear along with the reasons. So that's all for today. Do write to me how did you score in this worksheet. Do tell me in the comment box so I'll feel that you have started your revision, and of course when you revise and practice you are going to score well. Now also check the playlist and subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. These are the image credits, and I wish good luck to everyone. Bye for now.